Hey guys, it's Shawnee in the back from the episode of Shawnee's Lab. So, happy Black History Month. Of course, to everyone, all the black women and children out there. I wanted to come on here and talk about, I guess this is kind of negative, but it's happening during Black History Month, which is why I don't understand. Like, you have the Joe Rogan thing going on, right? You had NDIV starting to protest, and then, doubling down. You have, a bunch of black men defending Joe Rogan. You have NDIV defending Joe Rogan. You have people doubling down, on their stance about Joe Rogan. I don't understand why this Black History Month, and it seems, like I said, there's a lot of political fodder going on this Black History Month. I don't like it. I don't understand it. And, other than being really busy this month, it's the reason why, I've kind of been just chilling, not really posting, not really saying anything, And you guys know I love, Black History Month. I love black culture, and talking about it as well. But I feel like even like, with the channel Comedy Hype, which I love the channel Comedy Hype, what came out this month, you have, Black Lives Matter is under investigation. The Joe Rogan thing, fake protests, the Bill Cosby documentary. Like, why is all of this stuff coming out or happening Black History Month? This could have waited until next month. They could have waited to start reporting on this stuff, at least the last day or something. Like, even with Comedy Hype, like they did a video, talking about, the Cosby documentary that came out, where, the first part of it anyway. And then, they did a thing, where they were talking about how, Rosa Parks wasn't the first person, to give up her seat, in Montgomery, which started the Montgomery bus boycott, which, if you love black culture and you know your history, everybody who knows their history knows that she wasn't the first person. They used her because, she was, some people will say because she was light skinned, but I don't think they had anything to do with it. It has nothing to do with colorism, which a lot of people, like, I'm not saying that colorism is a thing. We know colorism is a thing, but I don't think that was the case. The original woman who didn't give up her seat was a pregnant teenager. They didn't know who the baby father was. Her family was poor, So you tell me if that's somebody that you would have chosen, to lead, and be the face of be the face of the Montgomery bus boycott. It wouldn't have worked. But anyway, we already knew that. You should have learned that in school. At least I know I did. But my point is to say all that is to say, I don't understand why we're always rehashing, on things like that. Like, there are a lot of, positive things going on, within black culture, within the black community, within, the black American, the black American sector. There are a lot of things that we could talk about. There's a lot of things that we can make videos on, but the fact that they're sitting here and posting about, the civil rights movement and this, that, and the third, like, again, the civil rights movement is very important, to black Americans, It's very important to us. However, we don't have to focus on that every Black History Month. We already know what the civil rights movement is, what it did. Breaking it down and going into its secrets and, its politics, it's really not that necessary. And to me, it really wasn't necessary. Like, the woman Claudette, the pregnant teenager who didn't give up her seat, she's in the historical record, They already righted that wrong, so I don't understand why we keep dragging and bringing that up as if that's so important. Like I said, and she wasn't the only one who did that. There were multiple people who have refused to give them their seat. It was just that they chose Rosa Parks because she was married, she was a working class citizen, and she was elderly. So, it worked out how it worked out, and it worked out well. You guys, you really think that, a pregnant, you really think that in Montgomery they tried to use that pregnant teenagers that it would have worked? Like, come on. But like I said, you have, the Joe Rogan thing, you have NDIV starting a fake protest and then doubling down, because she forgave Joe Rogan for his so-called apology, right? But my video today, what I really want to talk about today in the video is Black Lives Matter being under investigation. Sister girl, because black women are running the show and they're running the black community and they're doing the thing and they're doing the thing and blah, blah, blah. So I stopped supporting Black Lives Matter a long time ago. Like, I realized that it wasn't a grassroots movement. Like, it started off as a grassroots movement, but it got co-opted and colonized, by the LGBTQ and by, and by white people. So there was two, even when you would go on the website, it was mainly about LGBT rights and gay issues. Like, it had nothing really to do slim to none, about black men and women, being gunned down and murdered in the streets, which is originally what the Black Lives Matter movement was supposed to be about. So the two lesbians in question, that are under investigation, they cannot account for the $60 million donation, that they got, where they don't know where the money is. They can't report, where it's gone, what causes it went to, And what's interesting is, I'm not gonna be petty. It's not. I don't think that it was them. I think that they were used as the face, of the movement, so that because white people do this all the time. Black people, we get riled up. We start grassroots movements. It gets co-opted and colonized. White people start a foundation. They get people to donate all this money, and then the money just goes missing. Follow the money. Follow the pipeline. This happens to black people all the time. They use these two lesbians, as the face of it, and now we understand more so why they use these two lesbians as the face of it, because now that it's under investigation, and we need to find out what happened to all this money. They're not gonna blame any white people. They can't blame any white people, because the face of the Black Lives Matter movement is two lesbians. So LGBTQ, talk to your people. Where's the money? And what I find interesting is that I don't see a bunch of black YouTubers talking about this. I don't see a bunch of the black women talking about this. Remember, they were running the black community, and they're doing the thing, and they're better than black men. Like, y'all fell for the gender divide. Y'all let the LGBTQ come in and co-opt, our movement, and now you can't account for $60 million. Like, people donated a lot of money to the Black Lives Matter movement. Where is the money? What causes did it go to? Who did it protect? Now, I know, I can kind of take a guess as to where the money went, but I want to know why nobody is talking about it. Like, we should be, concerned about this too, because, this movement was built off of Black death. Fucking Black death. And the fact that this is coming out during, Black History Month, it pisses me the fuck off. Like I said, this is why I've been chilling. I have been chilling and not saying anything. And like I said, I have been quietly stopped supporting Black Lives Matter. Actually, a lot of black people had quietly stopped supporting Black Lives Matter, because like I said, it went from, protect black men and women to, LGBTQ rights and issues. And now, you don't see LGBTQ talking about this. You don't see them, checking their people. I don't see black women checking these two black women, who were the face of it. Where did the money go? What did y'all do with the money? Who did y'all fund it to? Did it go to your white wives, your white partners, white people, to the gay community? Where's the money? How dare y'all raise over $60 million and then, not be able to account for where the fuck happened to the money? Where's the money? Where the money? Where the money? If this was two black men that were the face of the Black Lives Matter movement, you would see a bunch of videos about it. How black men are trash. You see, that's why you can't trust us. And dang, 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 dang. I'm not even about to be nice about this. Fuck all of that. Where is the money? I'm really disappointed, in Black Girl Magic and Sister Girl and all of that. I'm disappointed in y'all. Why aren't y'all talking about this? Because it's two black women? Where's the money? Like Stewie said on Family Guy, where's the money? $60 million. And now, they've shut down, the Black Lives Matter. They just shut it down. They like, look, this $60 million is going missing. Where's the money? Can't nobody attest for it. Can't nobody explain, what happened to the money. That's fucking sad. We have to stop letting them build, and this is why I don't trust foundations built around, black issues or black death. We need to start keeping things grassroots and keep them grassroots always. And once we, and I learned early on that it was co-opted, like I said, which is why I had stopped supporting it. Like, I remember going to the first Black Lives Matter movement, protest, it was great, it was the energy there. We felt it, we felt like we were doing something. And then after a while, I started to realize, like, okay, this isn't really going anywhere. And then I would go check the website, and it really only had more to do with, LGBTQ issues. So it was like, okay, well, that's not really Black lives, because anybody can be LGBTQ. That's across cultures, that transcends culture, race, all that. Anybody can be LGBTQ, but everybody can't be black. You know what I mean? So where's the money? Where's the money? Like I said, it's pissing me off because this is coming out during Black History Month, and I felt like they waited to do this on purpose. Like, they already knew that money was missing. They knew that money was missing. They knew that money was missing, and they knew that these women would not be able to attest to, where the money came from. And I don't see no explanations. And like I said, I'm really disappointed, that I don't see a bunch of black women on YouTube talking about this. Like I said, if it was two black men y'all would be fueling the shit out of some videos and calling us out and dragging us and how we ain't trash and da 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 da. Like, y'all fell for the gender divide, you know. And they put them two black lesbians as the head of the Black Lives Matter movement. Now that the money is missing, don't nobody want to talk about it. We forgot about it, but they don't exist. Huh? Where the money? Where's the money? And black YouTube, where are the videos? Let's talk about it. Let's find out, but most importantly, let's find out what happened to these $6 million, because that needs to be funneled back into the black communities, and it needs to go into supporting, black victims, black schools, black colleges. Like, that money needs to go, but they need to find out where that $6 million went and put it back into black schools. Fuck out of here, man.